All right, let's talk World of Naples. This is the game that I added in at the very end. You actually didn't even see, if you watched the video of me purchasing these budget games, you didn't see me buy this one because I did it afterward. Because I kept seeing this game and it looked interesting, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna get this, and so I did. And yeah, it looked interesting, it looked fun, you know, it's got co-op gameplay and whatnot. That looks super cool. I appreciate that you even have the opportunity for online co-op. So yeah, a lot of things going for this game. It's a simple, straightforward platformer, except for it is really not. It is not that. It is not that at all. It is very much like just The thing about it is that these controls are so mushy. Like, the idea behind the game is solid. Like, you're this little dude, you're trying to save the princess, you're going through the worlds, you know, the very standard platformer stuff, which is good. Like, know the basis of the type of game that you were playing, know the tropes, be able to lean into the things that make the good games in the genre good. You know, standard stuff, I talk about it all the time, and also it does teach you how to play the game. You know, those knights that you walk past, they will tell you things, but like every second or third dude is telling you something that's just straight up worthless. My name is Steve. And you're like, thanks, Steve, I guess. Now there is an open arena battler mode that is available only if you're playing this multiplayer, and that looks pretty fun. But then again, like, against friends with slippery controls, I don't know. Like, I'd much rather play Super Mario World, which is a game that if you've never played that one, it is freely downloadable. It is a fan game that I am positive Nintendo is not happy about, but it is so much fun. It is like so great, like a great party game. Very, very cool. But yeah, like, so just looking at even the more fun, like, multiplayer type mode of this game, and I'm like, yeah, but with the slippery controls, I don't know. Because that's the whole thing, is that, like, for a game to be good, the gameplay has to be good. You know, I don't care what the graphics are as much. You know, you can get as weirdly pixelated as possible. You know, last game I reviewed, the screen was intentionally messed up. It made itself look like, you know, the RF cable was not plugged in all the way. You know, literally, that's what the game was going for graphically. And it didn't matter, ultimately. Like, if you're bothered by that kind of thing, doesn't even matter, because if the gameplay is good, the gameplay is good. And with this one, the gameplay is frustrating. It is. You know, I don't want to fight the controls, and I know that there are games where that's the entire point. You know, your Octodads, your, like, human fall flats, you know, things of that nature, where literally, like, it's physics-based, ragdolly, you're fighting the controls, that's the game. You know, that seems frustrating to me. I know there are people who like that kind of a thing, but I am not a fan, and especially not in a platformer. Like, come on, man, it's a platformer. Make it platformy. Do the platformy things. Because, you know, so many aspects of the controls drive me crazy. Because when it comes to getting up on a ledge, on a double jump, you have to tap so fast to get that double jump. Like, there's very little margin for error if you're going to get that double jump just right in order to make it up the ledge. And depending on which character you choose, there are multiple characters. It makes the game easier or harder. And, you know, the part that did not record, when I was just getting a feel for the game, I went with the super easy character, and I still didn't find it that easy. And then when I'm recording the footage, I'm like, let's show him what's normal. And like, I did not have an easy time with the game. I was fighting the controls literally the entire time. And that, to me, makes up a really bad game. It's a bad time. You know, so many of the ideas behind this game, you know, you start out, it's all bright and colorful and fun, but if you let the timer run out, you don't die, just the enemies get harder to kill, and everything becomes a little more sinister. Like, that's a cool idea. Like, there are a lot of good ideas in this game. They're just not executed in a way that I had fun with. Because, you know, I kept asking myself as I was playing, like, am I having fun with this? Is this fun? Is this a good time? And the answer generally was like, it's that amount of fun, to where if you ask yourself if you're having fun, your answer is going to be, you know, that much fun. And I want to like this game, you know, it's one that I didn't have to purchase. I bought it because it looked cool, and so I bought an 11th game. I was just going to do 10. I bought this 11th one just for the purpose of, you know, having an extra game that I was pretty sure was going to be good. You know, because I hate it when I do the Budgetstravaganza and I come across nothing but awful games. You know, I like there to be good games in there that I can recommend. You know, I want little gems like your Prison Chainball Massacres, which, man, that game was fun. It was a good time. You know, simple, easy gameplay. You know, simple idea executed amazingly well. Like, that's what you want. And graphically, that game is nothing to look at. I mean, it is, you know, your character is just a stripy rectangle. You know, like, because it's top down and you're a prisoner and you got a chain ball. Yeah, so my recommendation on this game so far is that you check out a different game that's actually fun. So it's not going well for this one, and that makes me sad because, like, everything about this game I wanted to like. I wanted to like this game, but I do not. I really wanted to. And I can see the time and care that was put into creating this game, and that's why, like, I feel bad anytime that it seems like, oh, this is somebody's, like, somebody babied this, somebody put time and effort, somebody really tried to make this a thing, and it didn't work out. It did not go as planned, you know. And I want it to just have tighter controls. If it had tighter controls, it would be 1,000% better. If I were not fighting the controls, I would absolutely recommend this game. Honestly, you know, because the everything else about it is pretty straightforward. I like the pixel graphics. I like the idea of, like, the world becoming gray and sinister when you run out of time, rather than just having an auto death. You have a chance to, like, battle your way through and actually make it. I like that there are plenty of checkpoints. I hate that some of them are basically impossible to get. Because, you know, you can't fight the controls hard enough to get to the checkpoint. That kind of stuff. It just... I need the game to be better. I need the controls to be better if I'm going to really like this one, and I don't. I don't. So, yeah, let me put a final score on it. You're not going to be surprised. Alright, so for World of Naples, we are going a mere 5 out of a possible 10 Google Stadia controllers. Why? Well, because it's, you know, has some things going for it, but not enough. Just not enough. I hate fighting controls. Hate it. Hate it so much. And so, yeah, I did not have as much fun with this one as I wanted to. And so, yeah, sorry, World of Naples. You didn't pass muster. You didn't make the cut. Not quite good enough. Anyway, people, yeah, taught you to avoid one. So let's hope we find more gems. That's the point. We want more gems. Hopefully there'll be one in the next one. And thank you for being here for this one. Okay, bye.